This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons, like Omage Cat Comet, Saray Cypher, Hans Grenade, Anna Ginterrace, Bob Ceesay, Faris Gentoru, Cletus Oreo, Luke Leonatrell, Sapa Chakwatol, Courtney, Circa Barakil, Casey Schaefer, Lily Black, Chaitan, Chesha Saltiri, Erisu Yamakawa, Sisiriful Lirifu, Dimos, Nina Grimstaughter, Asuta Starbreeze, Quicklevin, Sayori Snowfall, Yuana Nitsa, Miscellaneous Cargo, Stella Bell, Boogie Bear, Remy Asalia, Ceres, Icy Lee, Lyria Rain, CNG Lipscomb, Dalamud Papoto, Kaisa Regina, Pamela Isley, Umbral Wind, Naive Arino, Celeste Rasgris, Alenriel Maximus, Edwin, and Dead Shield. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 169. I'm Lukiel Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Rollo Deaths, Georgi Wiston, and Melowen, the Vanadar. Welcome, everyone. It's another day of speakers. Today's main topic, the great discussion today, because it's been a very quiet week. We'll be talking about reusing plot points, controversial, so stay tuned for that. We'll also look at the Furnishing Design Contest winners in recent events today, and we almost forgot, we're going to start with Mogmail before the great discussion today, so we will actually read Mogmail today. Stay tuned for the post-show because questions from the syndicate. That's more or less everything we have on that right now. What have we done in 14 this week? Anyone? I'm pretty sure I know half of what everyone's going to say. Everyone's done Pixies, probably.
Yes.
What Pixies?
But anything else worth mentioning? Who wants to start today?
I got.
We should just mediate.
Everyone wants to start. Rollo, you begin.
I got Astrologian to 80, and I like
Nice one.
I got the sect thing is fun, where you get to use both sects at once. It's very enjoyable. I feel very strong. I'm a powerful time wizard. I didn't want to ape on your time mage or powerful mage thing.
Okay, thank you, Rollo. Thank you.
I was doing my own thing.
I think that will go down pretty much in history as the greatest mage thing ever.
The Slice is Right. Played some of that too. That's a fun gate.
Yeah, it is a fun gate. It's very long.
It is, and it's pretty hard too. The longest I've survived is, I don't fucking like 7-minute mark. I think almost. It's when the 4 pillars start coming up. I fucked up around that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I made it to the last one before the end of the gate, and that was frustrating.
Mela finished it today.
I beat
Mela
it today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I beat it first time I've beaten it.
How much? Have you...
No, hang on.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to say it like
not
that.
not in this month. Are you okay?
Oh God, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Please.
How much did you? How much MJP did you get?
6,000 because I picked at one pile and I missed out on I got the nothing
Yeah. Okay.
quadrant or
Right.
bisect or whatever. Trisect.
Anything else, Rollo?
Not much. Just decorating my FC house. There's the crafting too. I hate crafting, but I gotta do it.
Really? Do you hate the new crafting?
I like it more. I just think it's such like it's work. It's work.
Yeah.
I like that it's work compared to other games where it's just
assemble the materials and then click assemble.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Sometimes
it.
I do, but sometimes I miss that as well.
Yeah.
I like
That's what
it.
quick synthesis is for.
True.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, I just
yeah.
want to hit the button and get my furniture. I just want to do it. I don't want to hit the button 5 times.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to share? What have you done, Jurgi?
So through base tribes and like leveling for roulettes as well, I got warrior to like 79. So that's on my main.
Nice.
I've already got that 80 on my alt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's getting there. And then after you guys talked about how easy it was to level crafters last week, I just got my weaver, leatherworker, and carpenter to 80 in like a day.
Yeah.
And then I haven't touched them.
Nice.
Well, except for the custom deliveries.
Right. Yeah. Don't forget your custom deliveries, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. It resets
did
on
last week.
Tuesday. Tuesday? Yeah?
I think it should be another 2 resets to cap Kai Shear out.
Yeah.
And then you can undress him.
Then you can finally
No!
undress him.
Well, it is at the Queen Bee or whatever, so it
Yeah.
would make sense.
Yeah.
It would be appropriate.
Yeah.
I want him to
It'd be
like
more
dance.
appropriate than some of the others.
True.
I want him to be on the pole, like once you get him to max rank.
Mmm. Mela, do you have
I don't
anything?
think that will happen.
Mela, anything? Other than that, you won the slices right?
I've won the slices right, so I'm officially the right slice.
Mm-hmm.
I've got red mage. I was really hoping I could get to 80. But I got to 79. So I'll probably hopefully try and hit 80 before minimum eye level, and then at least that's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've not done a huge amount other than just the usual stuff. I desynthesized my first fish today. Got some fine sand.
Of course you do, because you always do.
But yeah, not too much else. But
Has anyone seen if those bathing suits or the materials to make them have gotten cheaper since
I've not
like
checked,
descent became
actually.
easier?
I've not checked, no.
Because I feel as if that market will crash now.
Oh, it will do.
Oh yeah, for
The
sure.
swimsuit market.
It's been around for It's been around since A Realm Reborn, so it's
Yeah.
it's sort of a good time for it to crash now.
Maybe
Yeah.
they'll start putting more glamour items in fish again, because they haven't
Hope
done
so.
that since A Realm Reborn. And now that it's easier, hopefully they have more motivation to do it.
Yeah.
They could just generally add in more things like that to Desynth in general, because now that it's a free for all, you might as well make it have good rewards as well.
Yeah. I can't remember doing anything. I think I've leveled crafting, but I can't remember what I've leveled. Oh, carpenter. Yeah. Right. Okay. Other than that, just dailies. It's
I got the
nice to have
2B
dailies
dress.
again. Oh, you got the 2B dress.
I got the 2B dress on my main.
On your main.
Yeah. Now you get it on my alt.
Took you long enough, Rollo.
I won it with a 98. After I saw the stats, because Georgi kindly sent me very depressing stats. The roll chances.
Yeah.
If you get a 96, you still only have like a 25% chance of winning it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got it on my second run of that dungeon, and I didn't
I got it on
realize
our first
how
ever.
lucky I was.
I got it on our first ever run on a
Yeah,
99.
Milo got it on the
so
first.
I knew
Yeah.
that was
I'm gonna-
my only day.
Yeah.
that I've
You know,
ever
you
won
can
anything.
you can still lose it on a 99
That doesn't make sense.
because every alliance can roll the same numbers. So if another person in another alliance also gets a 99, apparently you could lose to them.
I'd like some citation on that one.
That sounds awful.
That's
I feel like we
Can't
probably
find it
should
for
have
you
talked
right now, Milo.
about it, but
that's alright, but that's
it is bullshit that you can roll on it if you have the outfit.
Yeah.
They should
Yeah,
have
but then
had
it-
some sort of
it should
flag.
be unwarrable.
Yes.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
right. Yeah.
And then you can just dump
They
it in
should
there,
have
and then you're fine.
Yeah.
They should have had an achievement that gives no achievement points tied to it.
And just gives you the outfit.
Then it has the flag. Well, yeah, so it gives you the outfit. That would have been better.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
so because then it has the flag, in which would tell the system that you can't greed on it or need it anymore.
Yeah.
Which the problem with it is that because the coffer is separate from the outfit, there's no flag for it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Unlike with a mount or a minion, which is the same item.
Yeah. Right, well, that's what we've done, and now it's time to look at what's happened to everyone else this week. This recent events.
What?
What a great segue. I'm the master of
That was
segues.
Yeah, wow.
Come on, everyone else.
Come on, everyone
do?
else. In slightly non-14 news, it's still relating to 14 because it's Yoshida. Square Enix's third development division has released some new artwork for the upcoming. Well, I don't want to say Final Fantasy project because we actually don't know, but the next big project from Square Enix. Core title is what they call it, yeah. And let's just look at it. So we need to describe it for our audio listeners because they're going to hate this. But this is the picture that's been released.
Imagine Ishgard surrounded by Alamigo.
Actually,
Yeah.
it looks like Dirge of Cerberus.
Sorry,
Don't-
what?
It looks like
How
Dirge
dare
of
you bring up that cursed
it looks
title?
like Dirge of Cerberus too, guys. You can trust me.
Man and a dragon on a hill, foreground.
Yeah.
It's like a fantasy castle on the side of a cliff, surrounded by a Renaissance sort of Sicilian town,
Yeah.
and then there's a man with a dragon
Yeah.
standing atop.
And then it's all on the coastline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's obviously fantasy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks
which is a
like
positive.
yeah, it looks like that pure fantasy that Yoshida wanted, like the
Yeah,
non-sci-fi.
kind of nine-ish.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Although there's even like just normal like sailing ships like with sails in the
Yeah, it's a bit
bay.
realistic.
Yeah.
It's a weird mix because it obviously has a dragon, but then it does just look like Venice or something, like a Venetian
yeah.
kind of like that Renaissance
I
look.
hope it doesn't look like. I hope it isn't Venice because they did a Venice-y thing in 15 already.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they did
yeah,
that.
that's true.
True.
Well, it looks nice. There's a quote going with this as well. Following Final Fantasy XIV, we have launched a new core project and have begun the challenge for the next generation. This project has already completed its initial development, has completed environment development, and is now moving into a full-scale, large-scale development
Wow.
phase.
Hmm.
So work has now like officially begun on it, like full scale.
I understand that it means following Final Fantasy XIV in terms of, I guess, for the business division.
Yeah.
But I like that it sounds like they're just saying 15 didn't happen.
Yeah. It's interesting. Do we think so? Is this an offline title then?
I
I
hope
would
it
hazard a
is.
guess that it's offline, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or I hope it's like, not like a online only game kind of thing.
I would
That's not
be
a
okay
certain.
if they went along a similar vein of 12 though and made it MMO light, like MMO-ish
Mm-hmm.
gameplay
Yeah.
in terms of
I
like
don't-
side content.
Like comrades.
Not like I mean more like the hunts boards and the
Oh,
overworld
okay.
Oh yeah.
like
Right.
an MMO.
Right.
I don't want the battle system to work like an MMO.
No,
No.
I'd rather they expand on 15 at this point, or do what
Mhm.
7 Remake looks like it's doing.
Mhm.
Something a bit more modern.
Yeah.
I love
Mhm.
turn-based, but come on.
You can do
It's very
something like Xenoblade. I like their combat a lot. It's like
Yeah,
a weird.
Xenoblade could work.
Yeah.
Mhm. As like the kind of. I mean, not with the same UI. There you guys take, by the way, but
Mm.
a similar combat style, I would think. would be
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
They do say it's a next-gen game, so we're not going to see it until the PS5 and what's the next Xbox called?
Scarlet.
Scorpion. Oh, Scarlet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scarlet.
Okay.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Project Scarlet, whatever.
Well, that's the working. Yeah.
It's not even been announced, has it?
No, it has the official
No,
name. I
okay.
don't think has been announced, but that's just like the
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
That's only a year away, though.
PS5 is right around the corner, so
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it makes
Buy
sense.
another console.
Mhm. Hopefully, it doesn't look like the patent.
No.
Dev.
That looks like
That's
an
the dev kit.
ugly
It's just a dev
toy.
kit.
Yeah, but
Dev kits are always
that's an
like
ugly
ugly
dev kit.
I mean, dev kits often just look like computers.
That doesn't
Yeah.
look
That's
like
what
a
they are.
computer. That does
looks
not
like-
look like a computer. That looks like
No.
a cheap toy you bought at like
Yeah.
the dollar store.
Looks like a child's Alienware
That's
concept.
because they can't trust development companies not to drop it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that. Hopefully, we'll get more news soon, but probably not until next year if they've just started the actual stuff.
There
Okay.
better be a 14 crossover when it comes out.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, at least
that would make sense.
it looks
So-
alright.
I don't know if I trust that to happen because we didn't get a 15 crossover when it came out. We didn't get it until like
Because
Or
15
PC release.
is a fucking
Yeah.
mess. That's why.
Yeah. That's
kind of yeah.
yeah. Okay. Let's move on. There was a furnishing design contest that we talked about is it like a month or two ago? It's not that long ago.
Around
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, but yeah.
The winners have been announced, and I thought we'd look at some of them because there are some really good winners here.
Yeah.
That will. I mean, there's especially one furnishing that I know I'm getting a lot of DMs, and yes, I've seen it. We'll go look at them now.
Yeah, scroll
okay.
down.
So let's take a look at the first one. I think this is just for like photo studios. Is that what it is? Just a
Yeah.
background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a little curved
Yeah.
bottom part for some
Couch.
reason. I don't know why they do that in photo studios. but
Mm-hmm.
Something with light, I guess.
Mm.
I don't know.
It's cool, I guess.
I think it's so it
The
looks less
curve?
obvious. That,
Oh, the curve
Is
is
it
so you
sort
don't
of-
see the floor, so that you get like
yeah, I think it's so you don't see
Yeah,
the
like
crease,
a
so that it looks
full
like
body
one
shot.
constant.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a floor couch.
I love the Makote.
Yeah, just chilling. A mandragora
Pillow.
pillow.
I like
love that
the,
I love that the Mikote is not sitting on the actual couch, it's sitting next to it.
No.
It's,
It's
I
just
guess
a
to show
height
height and
It's like an L couch kind of thing.
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. I
Yeah.
like the cushion.
There's a popcorn basket.
Good.
I was strongly against some mysterious flavor.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I guess it is. I mean, I'm sure it could be discovered in ALD, so
yeah,
fine.
they've got
It's for
corn.
popcorn,
They've
Joe.
got
Yeah.
million corn.
Million corn.
Yeah. So
So,
yeah, so they
million
can pop those.
popcorn.
Yeah, this is for you, Rollo.
Yeah,
Which one?
Yeah,
popcorn.
the popcorn.
You love
Popcorn.
popcorn.
Oh, it is.
Rollo.
I do. Yeah, I adore popcorn. It's
Yeah.
a fact. I
This
cannot
is
help
cool.
myself.
This is like
The
a.
It's
water
very
park.
modern.
It's very
It is
modern.
very cool.
This is the kind of thing you see in like a 2016 hotel lobby.
Yeah, yeah,
This is like a thing I would see in a recently renovated McDonald's. to be
yeah,
honest. In
Yeah.
fact, I feel like I've seen this in a recent.
yeah.
It's cool, but I don't know how much it fits in the game. The only way I would really accept it is if dyeing it changes the color of the glow.
I think
I'm
that's
pretty
what,
sure that's
I
how
think,
it works.
I think yeah,
But
'cause
that
you
would
see
be hard to
different
do
colours.
in terms of lighting, surely.
Mm.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
That's cool.
I like the cactuar garden.
The cactuar
it's a little-
garden.
Look at the
That's
butt
cute.
on the top right picture of the
Oh
gigantor.
my god, that's like a
Yeah.
Hank Hill ass.
Oh my God, Jesus! Yeah,
Just a little one.
That's a big ass. Yeah.
I can have little succulents.
Yeah.
No, don't skip the blackboard. I think the picture's really
we
cute.
have to skip.
No,
some.
I know, but
Of
I just
course,
think
you
I
would be
like...
the most excited about the blackboard.
Option. Oh yeah, I'm gonna draw.
Uh-huh.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Because it's
It's
dry
just
and
like-
boring.
I just like it that like it seems to have been drawn by someone who's not very good at art but did their best.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that because that would be really exciting
There's
to get
just
something into the game.
no
That's
way that we'll be able to write on it.
Oh no, we'll not be able to
should
write.
like-
Yeah, that's true.
We should like collectively submit one as
Yeah.
like for speakers. We should do like
Yeah.
Mm.
the Arnold. The art. We can submit that.
Ah,
I want to point out.
Mm.
I want to point out the spire chandelier because we kind of already have it.
we
With
do
the
have it.
crystal?
Yeah,
Yeah, we do kind of have it already.
But it's basically that, but with the Moratine
Reference. It's
building.
you know,
It's cool, I guess.
Cool.
I like it.
odd again.
Mhm.
Like why we would construct it, but
Yeah, yeah. They're all. I like this. Like the
I
pipes.
don't.
I
know
like
if
this
I like
too.
this.
Pipes.
Why did you not like
Why?
pipes?
Weird. I mean, it's cool, but it's weird.
It's to make
We
it
like
look more
you know they-
realistic.
We know they have plumbing in Eorzea.
Yeah, I suppose they do have plumbing. I don't know if I like that it's steaming.
Yeah, I don't know if I
it
agree
needs
with that.
fixing.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
we do have showers and stuff already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could be
true.
central heating. Maybe they have central heating.
That's true. I don't know
Floors.
if that kind of heated floors.
Yeah.
I guess you could make some cool
The
housing.
cabinet is interesting because it has a mirror.
Yeah,
It won't
that
work.
mirror won't
That
work.
would never work.
Yeah, that's the problem.
This
that's
engine
why
cannot handle that. It can't even handle
why-
Windows.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No.
No. Did
That's
you?
why I
By the
just
way,
think that
I
design
noticed that in the copied factory. Have you seen where there's like windows all over, and then some of the windows are open, and you can see that the windows are just like white. You can't see through the windows, but when the windows are open, it becomes so obvious that there's you were never meant to see through them. They're just white
Okay.
squares.
I need to have I'll look out for that.
Right.
The little
Pancakes.
paisa.
Pancakes. Oh,
Fat Japanese pancakes.
those are fat
Oh.
Japanese pancakes. Yeah.
That'd be so thick.
Yeah.
Gosh, but so fluffy.
Imagine
But-
eating one of those.
I could eat one.
Right next to it.
Mm.
Right next to it is the thing. It's the one that everyone.
Yeah.
Can be sat on.
We have
Can
a
we
toilet, ladies and gentlemen. We shit
Seat
in
flips
Eorzea
when
now.
clicked.
Uh-huh.
Wooden
Mandragora
ceramic.
Wood and ceramic, so Eorzean.
Do you think you want to take any bets? We'll just have the poop shelf.
No.
No. It'll be
No.
based on a more
Traditional toilet?
traditional toilet.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry, Germans.
I think it's strange that it has a trigger flush when you could have used the leaves on top as the
Yeah, that's what
trigger.
I thought too. What a yeah.
Oh, a button flush though would be a bit.
No, but it's the one that you
Modern.
pull. You can you know the pull ones as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're more old-fashioned, aren't they?
Yeah, that makes more sense. So you pull the leaves from the top.
Oh,
flush.
right. Yeah. Well, I don't think you will be able to flush anyway. You have to RP that.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you could just say that's a decorative
I
handle
mean,
to grab on.
yeah.
maybe it will be the kind of thing where you interact with it and it makes the noise.
No,
Well,
it
no,
says
you
the seat lid
Yeah,
flips
the
up when
flips
clicked.
up one click.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. That's true.
You can't have two interactables on one item. That'd be
No.
madness.
There's for all the drunkards out there. Here's
me.
the
There's
for
the
Rollo.
the
here's-
rum cabinet.
Here's the rum cabinet, Rollo.
Mm.
God, that was a dark time.
We all have phases.
yeah.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
nice.
It looks
it's
cool.
A little,
It's-
a lot
it's-
of bottles, but the same bottles.
yeah, it's a little bit too much, maybe.
I'd be worried if
But
someone
it's-
had this many bottles in there. In
Yeah, I
an
mean,
open
unless you're-
cabinet like that as well. Unless it's like for a cellar, maybe. If you're
It would be nice if the shelf was empty and the bottles were another item, and you could put what you wanted on the shelves.
yeah.
That'd be
I
pretty
think
fun.
we have things like that already, though.
Yeah, but that
Mm.
one's different. I like the Shaylong sort of, that whatever that is.
A pillowy
Leg rest.
ottoman.
It's
I don't
not.
know.
Well, I don't know if it's a
It's
chest
the
or not.
chaiselon.
I don't think it's a Shaylong.
Or
I don't know
chaiselon.
how
So
to
you-
pronounce that. So I.
It's designed to look like Yulmore. Or for Yulmore.
Yeah. There's also
poof or
a
whatever.
big bomb
I
cauldron.
am a fan of that cauldron.
Yeah,
It is pretty cool.
That's super cool.
yeah, it's
Like
cool.
how Alala needs a little,
Little step stool to get up.
little step stool. Yeah.
Anything that takes the indigenous creatures of the world and turns them into furniture is cool. in my book.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
What
Especially
about?
bomb.
I just have to say this. Although this is very cute and nice, I'm a little done with the carbuncle themes now. There's
Mm,
so
I
many
can see that.
carbuncle furnishings and
I mean,
mounts
it is-
and
It is
And
one of
then
the
no-
only colours that was chosen, and they could have picked way more because there was certainly a lot more.
Yeah, people love
submitted.
carbuncles. It's a nice
do.
couch, but
But in sort of within the game, like it's just for the arcanist skill. It's just for arcanists.
yeah,
Mm.
Why would they design like so many sweeps of furniture on an arcanist?
yeah.
Toothbrush.
Mathematical.
Toothbrush is canon now. We brush our
Front.
teeth.
It
Backside.
looks made of plastic.
I think that's so cute. It's like a teacup. Can they make that as a real life item? I would drink tea out of my movable head.
Well, those ears would be annoying, I think, when you're
That's
drinking
true.
from it. Yeah, no, that's cool. There's some
Is that a
fountains. There's
grave?
a lot of food. Yeah, no, that's
A lot of food.
Oh, it's not a
That's
grave.
not a
Sorry.
grave.
It's a fountain.
It's a
Oh, that'd
fountain.
be really morbid if you could place graves. Like,
Oh
in
my
your-
god,
that
in
would
your
be
a
yard.
gravestone with like a fountain on it.
You know, you
Yeah.
could turn
That's
this
pretty
into a
cool.
gravestone by
You
turning
could,
it
yeah, just turn it around.
Yeah.
Oh, I could.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna fill my house with gravestones.
There are like
Okay.
Well, this is obviously an outdoor
like
item.
The Sims.
Yeah.
This one, okay.
Vending machine.
I don't know about this, one, guys. I
This
don't
is where
know.
I'm going to draw a
I'm
line.
gonna
Okay.
draw a line here too. It has like a
This is
card
too much.
reader. It's got a
No,
keypad.
yeah,
That
I
is-
don't like it. I don't like
That's
it.
weird. But
Yeah.
people did point out in the thread that vending machines have existed since the 1600s, and also
Not with chip and pins.
Not with
obviously
a
not.
card reader.
I'm not defending the whole system, but also we have vending machines in the Yoha raid.
Yeah, but
We stole it
Don't
and made it into a
bet
movable vending.
But
Big
we-
rusty ones.
yeah.
Yeah, but we could have shown the design to Sid, and then he's like, "Oh, I can
Okay,
do
so
something with
we
this."
can get like a debit card in Eorzea now.
Yeah, I don't like
I
this
mean,
one.
we already have cell phones.
We have. Yeah, I was gonna say we have phones.
So
We don't have phones. That's,
Tombstone
they
phone.
don't exist in my canon.
You can't decide what's.
I'm giving
Yeah.
up on. I'm giving up. Anyways, there's
The
a lot of
no,
food.
no,
What?
the meal station is wrong in every way.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a tin
No!
eater.
Yeah,
meal, no.
Really horrible.
that's horrible. I don't know.
Just think that just justify it by saying it's just the animals that got turned into sin eaters.
It's still horrible.
We eat animals anyway.
Yeah, but you know what it does to you.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It makes no, it doesn't do anything bad to you other than makes you more susceptible to Vorthri's hypnosis, and Vorthri is dead. So
So why would you
What-
keep eating it then? It's made. It's
It's
like
yummy.
a weapon.
It's not yummy.
because it doesn't do
Stop
anything. There's no
defending
negative
the
effect.
meal.
There's no negative effect as far as
What
we know
are
anymore.
you saying?
Why
What
would
if-
you, there's this world is
Okay,
full of
go
poor people.
go
I
eat
don't
meal next to your vending machine and your debit
Yeah.
card, Georgie. Enjoy your game.
Yeah.
The meal vending machine.
Okay, there's like God, I don't have to pick. Okay,
Oh,
there's
the
a Namasu
Kastara
alarm
one.
clock. What?
Yes.
Yeah, the
The
mini
ocular
ocular
display.
Oh, the
display
ocular
is
display.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, looks like the one.
I don't know
that
if this will ever
brought
get made. It's way too complicated.
It's a lot of work for something quite small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want it, so.
Well, they could. Just,
I like the.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, keep going.
I think that. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. They can just reuse some of the assets already used in the ocular, so they can. I don't think
But I
it'd be
think
that
the-
difficult to do.
The model part, I think, is the
Yeah.
3D
Hologram.
model part. Yeah, the hologram.
Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah.
The Corpica clock.
That's cool. It's like
Oh,
a wooden
that's nice.
Corpicor clock. Very.
It's like one of those
Cute.
vinyl ones that you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can probably get that, or will soon, on Etsy.
Probably.
On Etsy.
This.
The clock is one of the things I think more likely.
Oh, Lala carriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to be carried around by Lala, like I am a Chinese opium dealer in Hong Kong.
It's very specific life, but okay.
I would like to smoke my pipe while my little Lala
I mean, you could just be
carts me around.
any rich guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to conjure up an image, okay?
Mm-hmm.
As an opium fiend.
Is that a coffee maker?
Oh,
It's either that or a meth lab. So I'm gonna go with coffee maker. Yeah, Kohi.
Yeah. This is how you do it, because this looks like something an Eorzean would make. You know what I mean?
Hey, we already have the Boil Master. Thank you very much. And
Oh,
that's,
yeah,
that
you're
looks way more
right.
technologically
You're
advanced
right.
than this.
You're right, but that's like.
In
Is it
fact,
from-
we have the Boil Blaster
Oh yeah, we need
Yeah,
to have
but-
a
100
book.
and whatever the hell it is.
But that makes more sense for Garlean tech though. Garleans
That's a
clearly have-
robot.
Actually, I would believe that
But
Garleans
no.
had a vending machine.
No, the Boil Blaster
Not a movable one though.
is designed.
Yeah, but Ironworks is based on Garlean tech. That's where he learned his
And Elegant Tech.
and Allegan, of course. Yeah,
But that's the Guardians were
Allegans
based
totally
on
had
Allegan.
vending machines.
I'm confused.
I just want to
if they have
say,
vending machine.
whoever did the artwork for the Raktika rocking chair, keep working on your arcs. It's awesome. Look how good.
Oh
that
yeah,
is.
that looks really
so
nice.
nicely drawn.
Look at the little screen. The little
Oh.
serpent.
You're
So-
a good artist.
Yeah, that
I
is
want to
very
stick my
nice.
finger in its mouth.
Okay,
It would bite it
moving
off.
on. Cauldron, another cauldron. Getting lots of witch stuff.
More
I like
traditional.
that one too.
Yeah. There's like a little
Pond.
garden pond.
I
Looks
like
very
that too.
scummy.
The mossy
Yeah.
cobblestone look.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Minecraft, which is a
It's a bad
thing
thing.
I enjoy.
It's
It's a good thing.
Yeah. To you it is, of course. An
Apothecary.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Workstation.
Is that what you call the pharmacy in Europe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
We don't
Let's
live
just-
in the
let's just say yes.
1600s,
Yeah,
Robert.
yeah.
Let's say yes.
Yes, yes, that's what we. Yeah.
Sorry,
exactly.
chemist.
That's chemistry.
Beaver!
Excuse me.
Beaver food.
The beavers are so scary.
They are
No.
scary.
So
Well,
much
beaver
food.
lore is very
There's a
morbid.
lot of food. A lot of food in this
Yeah.
contest.
I don't care. I like food.
Garlic bread. I mean, come on, who does some of these things?
What?
Way too much food.
There's a lot of windows as well, which is nice. There's like a,
We
I guess
do need more windows.
I was gonna say Crystarium themed, but I don't know if this is like Crystarium pattern.
Sanctum of
but-
the 12?
Yeah, maybe more like that. Yeah. Very like cathedral-esque designs on
It's
the
very
windows.
nice. We could do with more normal windows. We don't. I don't know if we need
I
this.
like this. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is cool. I mean, it's
This
like
is very cool,
angled
It's
windows.
very modern.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very modern. But I suppose I'll accept it. But it's just like you need to make sure it fills the whole wall to look good.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe there needs to be one without a window as well. So you can
Well, yeah,
put
they
that in
have.
between.
I think they have a version without the window, don't they?
Oh, okay. If they do, then that would be good.
There's a window that's half covered with a. Oh no, this is just a cover. This is just
I
the
think
curtain.
that's just the curtain.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a nice. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
side
Weaver
tight
craft,
curtain.
maybe.
yeah. Maybe Beavercraft. Maybe.
We've decided to introduce it as an alchemy recipe.
There's some nice. This is definitely Crystarium style
Now-
colors.
Yeah, little.
Have they
I thought it was
modeled this
just-
in 3D?
Oh yeah, they have.
The one on the left confuses me, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna say, Georgi?
It says canopy pillar, which makes me think it's inspired by the Carline canopy instead, not
The
the
Carline
Crystarium.
canopy wouldn't use.
metal.
Metal.
No, I agree. But
But it did have stained glass like that.
Yeah, but it
The
didn't
use
use
of the word canopy is.
They don't use the
word
blue
canopy
crystal.
dissuades me.
They don't use blue crystal
They
in their
don't use
canopies
blue crystal.
or in canopies in their stained glass.
Canopy shape. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a shape.
Garlic bread.
Yeah, I just
Just a garlic
don't know.
bread. Why not?
Love garlic.
They just put a little mandragora on it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hang garlic around my.
I like this.
The record.
I think
yeah,
the
I
record
like
player
this.
is cute.
If this works as an orchestrion role player, then
I'm
this
assuming
is...
it
Yes,
is.
that's what I
brilliant.
want.
Yeah.
I would very much like that.
Yeah.
Because it has the glow, so it sort of is powered or however they
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it'd be fun if you get this and play the one expert dungeon song.
Oh, yeah.
Lucienzo aboard my heart.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to move. Flan.
Flan.
That's
Mhm.
cute.
Putty putty.
It's putty putty with
Yeah, putty.
in the shape of a flan mob, with rollin berries
That's
for
nice.
ice and topping.
Obviously, impractical. No one will be able to actually realistically carve out a mouth in flan like that, and unless you do it
No.
afterwards. Or
Yeah,
maybe it
magic.
would.
You
I don't
can,
know. Try
you can
it.
after
Someone
it's
try
like
it.
hardened a little.
That person who does the 14 food channel, make that please. That looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Ah.
Please do that.
Stealing bottles.
Excuse me.
This?
Stealing
Oh yeah,
bottles.
steel and bottles.
Oh, leave them alone.
I don't understand.
No, I think it's sweet.
This is wine brewed by the
That-
different.
Yeah, that
That's
doesn't
good,
make,
I like
that
that.
confused me as well, to be honest with you. 'Cause I don't know if any of these are associated with winemaking.
No, I don't think so. But it's cool.
It's
They've
a
tried to
start,
make it
guys.
like
It's a-
in universe.
It's a little
Yeah.
like wine
I
rack,
appreciate
which is
that.
cool with
Yeah.
like hanging glasses on the bottom.
Mhm.
Anything
cool.
that's in game is good.
Anything that's
Mm.
in game is good. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean.
It's a
The
little...
company vault.
Dude, but this
company
though,
vote.
look, this is a lot.
Is this a?
Let's describe it,
swear-
audio listeners. What are we looking
burning
at?
stove, or like a made
It's
of
like an
brick.
Italian
It's like a
pizza
fucking pizza
maker.
oven,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
With a grill
with a
and
grill.
like a... Oh, it's amazing.
It is
When are we
amazing.
going to be able to make pizza in game?
Well, when they release this.
Yeah, they have to when they release
This should be outdoors.
But
Yeah, that's what I was
that's what I
thinking
was
too.
thinking. It looks like an outdoor furnishing.
It must.
But the next one
Yeah.
is definitely an outdoor furnishing.
Oh, the Glade outhouse.
I mean, this is this is it. This is the
It's
best
everything you
furnishing.
want, and you
Yeah.
can shit outside and inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
got-
options.
Best of both worlds.
Options.
I love it. It's a fairly big furnishing, but of course, why? Okay. When you make furnishings and you do like size comparisons, why do you use a Lalafell
Always.
for size? That is
Not
so.
all of them use Lalafell.
There is an official size comparison, and it's that the bird thing that drinks from the water that they use on FF14 housing. That is the official way of measuring size.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Please use
that's annoying to draw.
Mm,
and,
yeah.
you know, it's a competition. Some people should go above and beyond.
Yeah. I like this pillar, but
Yeah.
It's like a crystal
it's a-
pillar from
yeah.
the Crystal Tower.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope
Very
this
cool.
costs like 999.
It's like really
God.
expensive. Yeah, it's cool. It's basically just a crystal pillar for your house.
I like it.
Yeah, here's
I like the fucking cube, just rectangles of partition.
yeah.
Yeah, like a
I
prison.
like how specific it is. 15 to 20
Yeah, 6
centimeters by
centimeters.
6 centimeters approximately.
Very important.
Yeah. Food, more windows. There's a
of
top, like
Good.
a top
Lord.
window thing that you can put on top
What is
of the
that
existing windows.
coffee?
Yeah, a little semicircle window. For
Very
water
intricate
windows.
coffee thing.
Yeah, what is that? It's amazingly
Oh
drawn.
my god! Is that
Oh.
a tea thing or is it coffee?
I think I think this is a tea
Is it
set.
tea?
Oh my god!
Jeez.
But you can dye it to be the color of mysterious flavor again, Mela.
Ooh.
I love
And look,
mysterious flavor.
they have size comparisons with Lala and a Mikote.
And they look so happy.
Yeah.
I want to make
I want that
mine white.
Mikote's face.
This tea brewing thing is cool, and it looks
It's fantastic.
like looks
Yeah.
like something that could have been made here.
I question how easy it would be to implement something this small with this much detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
There's
see.
that.
But it's pretty cool. That
It
could
is
be
very cool.
Yeah.
that could be the end result of an alchemist's quest line.
Yeah.
I love the hanging lights. They're very small, but I like both of them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's like two of
Yeah, they're sweet.
them. Yeah.
They look like they're designed by the same person, but they're
I-
actually
I-
designed by different people.
Really?
I
Oh.
know. Huh,
The
coincidence.
same idea and the same
So
picture.
one is Crystarium style, and the other one is like, I don't know, forest.
Sylph?
Branch with little bulbs on it. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like them both.
We need to speed up, so
We do. We're
Sorry,
almost
there's
there.
a rocking. There's another rocking. There are two rocking chairs.
That's a
Rocking
grandma
chairs are
rocker.
nice.
Oh, and then there's.
I
this.
would wear. I'd ride that.
I kind of like this, even though I'm not like a.
I really
fisher,
like this.
But this is very.
Yeah,
nice.
it's
like
cool,
a
isn't
fisher,
it?
I
yeah.
like the Mikoto's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a.
And then they're all.
Yeah.
And then there's the reward.
Yeah, Cloud Strife has.
Congratulations.
Terrible.
So congratulations to everyone.
Don't worry, you won't see 100 of them because many people won multiple times, so they
Oh.
got multiple codes.
Oh, how
Ah,
nice! How
You
nice.
can send me one if you like.
Don't send
You
me
don't
one.
even like it.
No, but you know.
Right. Well, that was the Furnishing Design Contest.
Hooray.
Hope you enjoyed,
Yeah.
audio
Yay.
listeners.
I tried
Sorry.
describing some
We
stuff.
did our best. But
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I might have cut out some of the stuff. Right, next, I guess it's our main story. Wait, hold on. Let me, okay.
Well, it's. Is it our main story?
No,
or
it's
is it-
actually Mogmail. So
Yeah.
let's jump in. We have a lot of Mogmail to catch up on, so let's just start. Okay, the first one, that's wrong.
Oh,
Excellent.
And so it
Good start.
begins. Yeah, because we actually start at 3. So sorry about that. Here we go. This one's from Inorihe from Malbro. So I've had an idea to possibly. Oh, it's so long I can't put it on the on the screen.
Oh.
So I've had an idea to possibly help fix the PvE mentor system a bit. Here are some of the new requirement ideas I have. I would implement them all at once, but you could do 1 or 2 and not the rest. 1. Require mentors to re-register every main patch. An example, point 1, point 2, point 3, etc. 2. Require mentors to clear at least 20 different level 50 and lower dungeons, of which there are 31 total, while synced at least once between each main patch, not in a pre-made party. 3. Require mentors to clear at least 20 different level 51 to 50 dungeons, of which there are 33 total.
70
dungeons, of which there are 33 total, while synced between each main patch, not in a pre-made party. 4. Require mentors to clear at least 15, maybe just 10, different trials level 50 and below, of which there are 27, while synced between each main patch, not in a pre-made party. 5. Require mentors to clear at least 15, maybe just 10, different trials level 51 to 70, of which there are 33, while synced between each main patch, not in a pre-made party. That means 40 different dungeons and 20 to 30 different trials in content that the mentors are supposed to help the most in. Require them to build up tally of experience across many dungeons and turn it in to prove that you are knowledgeable about the game. If you don't meet your goals before the next patch, you will lose your mentor status until you do all your dungeons. Every main patch, your dungeon counts would reset. You could lower the numbers if needed. You could possibly add some raid counts and 24-man counts into the tally, but no Savage or Ultimate requirements. I just think a recertification and duty requirement would really help, but instead of saying clear these things once, saying we needed to go back and do things. I believe requiring current endgame isn't necessarily good or even worth it, when the new players who need the help aren't in endgame content. Savage is challenging content, not regular content. Mentors need to be able to help in any content and aren't needed in Savage. Most people think they should require Savage, but Savage doesn't show knowledge of where a mentor will be needed the most for new players to learn the game better. What do you all think? Thanks for all the content you make. I enjoy all of it. Okay. Thank you, Inori.
I mean, I agree with their ideas. I think that synced and not in a pre-made party are very important. I also, I pretty much agree with chat in that if you just removed the crown symbol and all the rewards associated with it, it would be a wholly better system.
Mm-hmm.
What is the reward aside from the pony?
You can get a 2-player mount and some...
But how many people would do it then?
Exactly, the people who actually want to help people, rather than the people who are in it for the rewards.
That's true, but like how many... The question is, how many people want to help people?
Not many, I don't think, because I've never seen anyone help anyone. I've never seen a mentor really, dig down and help someone.
Yeah, I just want to mention that because I agree. I rarely ever see mentors do help anyone, but I saw right before this patch, I did main scenario roulette, and there was like, and this was not, I saw it like multiple times, but the first time I saw it, there was this guy that was like, please help all the mentors in need. Please give us commendations after this run so that we can still be mentors after the patch. And I'm like...
That person 100% knew they were a bad mentor.
Yeah. I don't know about that. That's not how mentors should work. It shouldn't be like a status symbol.
Maybe if you were deserving of being a mentor, you would have that many.
Exactly.
The amount of mentors who genuinely want to help people is probably less than the amount of players who aren't a mentor who still want to help people. It's not a system that really helps itself. So I don't think it needs to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like helping people when it seems like they're open to it, but because of how some people respond, it can make it it can make it scary to try and help people without them asking for it first.
And when it was first introduced, there was this huge pushback of stories of people trying to help and getting kicked and blacklisted. It's like, well, if that's how the majority of people are going to be, then
I'll actually say this, that I see a lot of mentors actually helping out people in the chat, the mentor chat. Like I'll
Novice
see
Network.
I never,
the Novice Network,
I
that's
never
right.
use the mentor chat.
No, I don't use that. So that's
I-
fair enough.
I don't have it open all the time, but sometimes I'll just I'll have a different chat box, and
Mm-hmm.
for some reason I'll have it open, the Novice Network, and I'll see people will ask questions and give decent advice, like how am I supposed to do this rotation correctly, or where am I supposed to find this piece of the gear or something like that. And people usually seem pretty helpful in there, I would say.
I think I've brought this up before, but I don't watch the novice chat anymore because people would spoil in it. Like mentors would spoil shit. I've seen horse one dies at the end of the vault so many times.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
At that
I've
point,
seen
I'm
people
like,
get kicked for
I can't look at this. I can't be in here.
And when you used to, if you were invited to the network, you would just automatically plonked in. Like, imagine just joining the game, being forced into this chat room, and then being spoiled. What a great
yeah, they actually do enforce kicks pretty
yeah.
pretty often in Office Network I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
If they aren't fighting each other or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's gotten better in the Novice Network, but in that case, just have mentors use the Novice Network as their method of helping people.
Yeah.
Make it an opt-in system and remove the whole rewards and crown symbol and all this I'm better than you iconography that goes with being a mentor.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys even use your mentor crown?
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
And I've probably lost it now.
Well, you're gonna lose it.
Oh, I
so-
need to turn
I'll
mine
lose it
off.
when it
I reapplied
happens.
again because I thought.
I replied again as
Yeah.
well.
I think I'm gonna lose it.
But
I
it
don't
reactivates
particularly
the
care.
crown automatically.
Did
So,
it?
Yeah, so you have to turn
I
it
don't
off
know, my
again.
name's showing. If I've had that crown on for the last week or so.
Yeah, I saw it by
I'll be
accident while F1ing, and I saw my crown. Forgot to remove
It
it.
is funny though to see someone with a crown, and then you look at debuffs, and they have 8 vulnerability debuffs or something.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's not anything, because sometimes you're just fucking up, right? That can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
But it is funny to see the
It is
crown
funny.
in the vulnerability stack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you also know that the person with the crown is very aware that the crown is on. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
everyone can see this. Yeah.
So what do you think of their idea for recertification?
If it's gonna stay as a system, I'm down with this very strict.
It's a lot of hassle, though, for
I would
is
say
every patch.
I think-
for every
I
3
think-
months, I wouldn't.
No.
keep
No,
it.
not for every
Yeah,
three. Maybe do it every.
Yeah, yeah, I think I can agree with it being every expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every 3 months, that's too many too many old dungeons to do.
That's a lot of roulettes.
That's
I don't
40
wanna-
dungeons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in normal play, that's.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna run some of those roulettes. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to be different as well. So imagine the queues. You're not going to just be able to do roulettes easily
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
because you'll end up with the same ones.
Yeah. You'd hardly do anything else in the game. You'd be
No.
preparing to recertify for the next patch between patches.
Yeah.
No, I think it should be stricter if we want a fully functional mentor system, because it's not working quite as intended right now, I think.
No.
Mhm.
Even with the
Well, I mean-
commendations being increased.
With the changes coming, it'll weed some stuff out.
I mean, you say
Yeah.
the accommodations have been. We haven't felt the full effect of it yet, because they haven't been decertified yet, have they? I thought they didn't
No,
get
not yet.
decertified till the end of the patch.
Oh, right. Is that
So
how
we
it works?
haven't seen the
Yeah.
effect of all the old mentors being kicked out that didn't
Yeah.
hit the new recertification yet.
Okay.
So it's kind of a bit too early to fully determine it.
Yeah. What is the limit again for accommodations?
1,500.
Okay.
Ah.
So it's quite high.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it was 3,000.
Oh,
I thought it was
God.
3,000 as well, but no, it's only 1,500.
Oh, that's what I was like. Oh, well, I'm not. 'Cause I'm not
That
gonna get
is a wee bit high, I think. 3,000 comment. Well, actually, that means you're a very helpful player.
I mean, yeah, but also you've just been playing
Does
for
it?
a very long time.
Oh, it means you're a healer or a tank.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have over like 4,000 on my main. So
I have
don't know if it's
nowhere near
necessar-
that. I have like
I don't know if it's necessarily because I've been a helpful player.
I've got hardly any because I've played DPS for the whole game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
well,
you get.
maybe you should pull big numbers.
I do.
I always
Maybe you should-
leave
Maybe you
like
should post the pass in chat.
Yeah. Now I'll.
You know what? Maybe if you
guys
post
suck.
funny jokes in the chat, people calm you.
Yeah,
more
if you
often.
talk, if you speak to people, if you like
Yeah.
respond,
I do talk to people.
I
if you
will
say more
never
than hi
speak in
at
a
the start
dungeon.
and good job or
You,
GG
you'll
at the
be
end.
lucky if you ever get like the wave, like the O and the slash.
You're
That's
so
that's as far as I go in a dungeon.
your character might as well just be a mute. That's it.
Might as
Yeah.
well be a
That's an
trust.
idea for sure. That's an idea. That's interesting.
Okay.
Thank you anyway, Nora Hay, for your question.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Move on.
Yeah.
Those very strict requirements. I don't know if I would do it, but I appreciate.
Yeah, I think it's we would need
If
to
it
adjust
was that
a bit.
high, I definitely wouldn't do it, and I suspect less people than they'd want would do it as well.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on. Next one is from Taran Toperan from Lich. Assuming Shadowbringers follows the same pattern, which two Stormblood dungeons do you guys predict will be revisiting in 5.2 and 5.4 for the expert roulette? Right, yeah, we're getting hard mode dungeons in 5.2 and 5.4, most likely.
I feel like it's hard to. Maybe
What did we get?
Johnny
Which two
Castle?
Stormblood dungeons?
Temple of the Fist hard.
No, they're not going to do
Whoa.
that. I think they realised which dungeons people didn't like, and that's why we didn't see a Never Reap hard mode.
We
Yeah.
might get Castrum Abotnia, maybe.
Yeah,
Because
Castle
that
Maybe.
would
Guardian
be
would
slightly
cool.
thematic.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Well, as like
Although
a,
hard, yeah.
as like a like the Eurobanian equivalent of Hullbreaker, Halatali.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I could see Doma Castle. Like maybe
Doma
some-
Castle.
Doma Castle might
I
work.
feel like it's
Wooden.
completely drowned out at this point, though. Like,
Yeah,
there's
but maybe
nothing in
the
there.
law will be like, oh, with the West Wing has just been cleaned of water.
It's been drained.
Get
yeah.
in there.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're usually just like really
I know. I mean,
tiny side stories. So
people want Bardam's medal,
I'd love Bottom's Metal,
I
but
don't.
but
unless
I
it's got another version of that boss, I don't want it.
There would be.
Boss.
I don't think they'd do it without having another version of that boss. But I also don't think they're going to do Bottoms.
Mhm.
which one would you guys want?
Siren Song C, just
Yeah.
for the aesthetics.
Sirens
Yeah,
Like
I
Sea
think the
was
Siren Song. I think it wouldn't be spooky if they did it again. I think it would have a different theme. I think
Yeah.
they'd go with trying
Okay.
to
Well, it's a
reclaim
cool
it as like
place.
as a lighthouse, like actually use it.
nice. Yeah.
You know, maybe Temple of the Fist.
No,
I already said Temple of the Fist. Can't
Yeah.
use my joke.
No, you can't use Rollo's joke. Once Rollo said
Sorry.
a joke, that joke is
You
lost
joke
for
thief.
Rollo only. Yeah.
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 I don't imagine we'll get sushi.
Sushi. Yeah.
I don't even know what it would be.
No.
I don't know what it would be.
I mean, they're usually just very like, hey, something happened here again.
And
You
maybe
wanna
we have to
hang out?
turn the bosses into old ladies instead of us becoming. Yeah, it's just turned around. Yeah, no.
Did they ever make hard modes of the? They do, don't like the 71. So we could get like the burn or something.
I think we could see the burn.
The burn? Yeah.
I would
Oh,
want. I would want the
Gimlet
burn
Dark
for
would
sure.
make sense in some
Would it?
ways.
I
'Cause
don't think
they've-
they
the
like-
Guardians have cleared out, so we
Yeah,
now
but
have
how-
to like kill the
What will we
monsters
do?
there or something.
There's like there shouldn't be any monsters there.
No.
They've come to reclaim it.
I think the burn is more likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fight the worm this time. I wanted to
worm
fight
is
the
dead.
worm.
But the worm.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's more than one worm there.
I know. I want to see the big one. It's still there.
I feel as if they set up the worm and I
We've
agree with
fought
Rollo. I
so
think
many
they-
worms. They're all
I
the
want the
same.
worm.
They all look the same. They're
I
just
want the
Maybe
big
you
fat
get eaten by
worms.
the worm at the start,
And they
you
all
fight
have the
through
tiny
worm's
little
body.
hands, like little claws.
Yeah,
Give me the big worm.
Oh,
but they set it up and then we never fought it.
That's
There
true.
needs to be...
that's true. I agree with that.
Follow up.
Yeah. We got scammed.
More worms.
Yeah, more worms.
No, I don't need more worms.
Here first.
I think that'll be the last worm I need. Because remember, the first beast of Amarot is technically a worm.
It's more of a
True.
slug.
Mm,
Oh yeah, it is.
It uses the model of the worms, though.
yeah, and it's got teeth
Yeah, but in
everywhere.
mine, it's just it's a bit sluggish.
Mouths.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't look like a slug. I'm just saying it shares a model with the worms.
We need to move. Next one is from
Okay.
Elliot Rivers from Spriggan. Dear speakers, I woke up this morning with an idea in mind. You were astonished, I myself was, by the presence of a Zodiac statue in the Academia Nider, but as far as we know, no primal ever appeared out of nowhere. The primals of the beast tribe are idealized versions of their so-called creator deities. Shiva is a glorified version of the true Shiva, and so on with Thordan and the other certified primals of Final Fantasy XIV. There is always a reference.
They've got 1,500 commendations.
There is always a reference entity. Why, if they really are primals, it would be different for Hydaelyn and Zodiark. When the Asians decided to summon the will of the planet, they had to rely on an existing entity, the real Zodiark, which raises questions again. What are the real Zodiark and Hydaelyn if those we know are only primals? Did the Asians have an idea or ideas clear enough to summon a being quite identical to the original? The strange thirst for sacrifice of their Zodiark would seem to indicate the opposite. Did they simply summon the original? Or else, where is the original? Do I go crazy?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
You
Go
go
crazy.
crazy.
Thank you, Elliot. Well,
Chad is
Yeah,
correct.
there has to be a line drawn between primals and creations of the Amoritines. Because they
yes.
willed up that, like, crying fiery bird thing or whatever in
Mhm.
the storybook.
In
There's
the Tales of the Shadows.
yeah.
So maybe the will of the planet, they just thought, core of the planet. Maybe it looks like this. I don't know.
I do think it is just their own origin line. An OC, if you would.
Yeah, because we know they
Um,
were able to create just anything out of nothing.
Yeah.
Well, out of they had to provide
Their minds.
Their minds.
They had a concept bureau where you brought your ideas.
Yeah. I
but
think.
maybe
Go on, Rollo.
maybe there's like a thing out there that made the or whatever ancient being, because they don't really talk about their origins too much. So
No, that's true.
That's
maybe
true.
there's some kind of faint memory they have of this figure, and then they make Zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could have
I-
just been like a saintly figure within their culture. Remember Zodiac and Hydaelyn?
Because let's just clarify for those because it's mentioned in the first half of the letter. It says that there's a Zodiac statue in Academia Nider, and according to the lore, this should have been before the summoning of Zodiac. Yet there are two statues of Zodiac in the final boss room.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe Hades just put it there because he thought it looked.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it could
That
be.
that is
It,
That is
it could also
possible.
just be like I don't know, he did die,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe it's like the place was fucked up
Yeah.
and they weren't exactly aware of it
Mm-hmm.
since his death. So maybe it's a thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It. Yeah, I think
don't know if
they
they
just
have-
made them from scratch.
Yeah, I
They're the
think they had to be
originals.
made up.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of this recursive like god thing where like our gods are based on some other gods that made the
Yeah,
Amoritines.
Yeah.
there's got to be a start point.
Yeah, it has to
Yeah.
have started somewhere. Yeah.
It's a chicken or the egg thing, and there has to be one.
Yeah.
You've
yeah.
got to remember that he recreated Amarot
Mm-hmm.
from memory
Yeah.
from thousands of years ago
Mm-hmm.
with some creative license, and maybe just he didn't quite remember it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's every
Even
chance that those statues could have just been his flourish.
Yeah.
I think the Archaeotania escaping is one of his flourishes, if I remember the triple triad card for it, which was only just released.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So
They
I
have
think-
put a lot of lore in the triple triad
Why?
cards.
Yeah, Because
I know.
Why?
to play it. Collect your cards, Rollo.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let me see if I can find.
I mean,
Where is Arcata?
there's no jeopardy involved because you can't lose them. So you
No.
get in there.
You guys
No.
losing cards?
Go get
in
your lore,
FF8?
kids. What?
Yeah.
You haven't lost a single card yet, Rollo.
Okay.
No, because
You're
we
gonna
don't
use
play
it
it often enough.
No.
Oh,
Well,
are you gonna use
when
it-
we play, we win.
They save beforehand.
Of
But
course
they
we do.
still
We're
don't
not plebs. Of course we do. We're professional eight players.
They don't play properly where they just go in and if they lose, that's it. They've just got to keep going.
No, of course
What the
not.
fuck, Myla?
I'm joking.
Okay. So here's the text from the Archaeotania card. This massive and monstrous beast that arose from the depths of the Tempest is said to bear a striking resemblance to one of the calamitous fiends that brought death and destruction to the civilization of the ancients. One rumor has it that it was recreated by the Ascian Emmet Selk, that people of this day might know the terror that he and his brethren suffered, but the truth remains shrouded in mystery.
Rumors from who?
Yeah.
The
We're like-
card manufacturer.
Whoever...
Don't ask
There's
questions.
like-
Don't ask questions,
Godbert
Rollo.
Mandeville.
There's
Yeah.
like
Author of every triple tried cards of lore.
there's like 10 people that know what happened at
Yeah,
most.
Yeah. Do we have time?
Yeah, and they're all
Stola, like, is she mumbling like, hey, maybe, and then just going to Thancred,
No.
and Thancred's like, maybe.
Yeah,
I'll
We
tell
told-
Godbert.
this is how it worked. We told Tataru, and then she thought, I can make money off this.
Mm.
We told Godbert, and then that's how she's been filling the Scions funds while we've been gone.
All
I
right.
think she's definitely evil.
Yeah.
Those plushes just aren't selling, huh?
Mm.
She's always looking for more money when Thancred's buying his tens of thousands of Gil swords.
No, that's is
Oh, Alphino.
that's Alfie now.
No, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
What did I say?
That was a funny Thancred.
Thancred.
Oh,
he was barely in the game during that expansion.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that was funny. Poor Alphino. But yes, we're not sure.
Yes.
It could just
It's
be just a touch that he added on.
It's a very difficult thing to know the answer to, and I think it's something that if they're going to explain, it will happen in the next couple of patches, I hope.
Mm.
I would say.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens to the Tempest in the next couple patches.
It's going to stay there, Rollo. They can't remove
mean-
the zone.
Yeah, but I want to maybe like give me a hint of like things are starting to get like a little fucked up.
Yeah, I want the bubble to burst and water to
That'll
return.
never
and then
happen.
the Ondo can finally stop being like in constant suffering.
I wouldn't mind if they added a section of the Tempest where you could actually swim.
Yeah.
Can't swim in
Yeah.
the ocean, huh?
No, you can't swim in the ocean.
Should we skip
Why would
6
you do
and,
that?
and 7? I feel like at least 7 is maybe... No, 7
Well,
might be
so-
okay. I
I
was
think
thinking
7 is okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of theory
Yeah.
from that still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one is
But let's
from
not spend too long on it.
a
Oh.
Sony Mach Genova.
Hey, Sony.
I was
love-
thinking about the Yorha raid. Shut up, Rollo. And how the theory is it has to be from the future for robots to make sense. But couldn't it also be something from wherever Omega came from? That would explain the robots, and we know Omega could cross the dimensional rift, so that could explain how they got to the first. What do you think of this theory?
The thing about the interdimensional rift is that it seems to within it seems every Final Fantasy game exists. So I don't see why Nier couldn't exist in the interdimensional rift and it
Yeah.
just not be a world that we ever fought up against.
Well, Omega's never been in Nier Automata.
No, but Omega's not in every game anyway.
Well,
Is Omega
No, true, but
Yeah.
is Omega in 5 or 6? I don't know. I'm genuinely asking.
you know, you're asking the wrong people. Our memories,
Yeah,
are,
our
we
memories-
can barely remember yesterday.
Is all the games are like just one in my head now. I can check.
Omega is definitely not in the first Final Fantasy.
Well,
Omega weapon is in Final
Okay, if
Fantasy
Omega-
6.
Awesome.
Okay, if Omega originates in 5, then yeah, if he originates in 5, he's definitely not in the first one, and yet we see Chaos.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
Ciao.
true. Chows. Right.
Oh, they added in the 1 remakes? No, that's cheating.
Actually, yeah, that rings it. Yeah,
Yeah?
maybe it did.
Yeah.
Was that in Origins though, or the PSP ones? I don't know.
I think they're both the same.
Because they had a
version,
few. Were they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is Omega in 11, Nikhil?
Yes.
It is.
I'm saying that without actually knowing. Let's see. Yeah.
With-
Proto. Yeah, Omega, of course. Yeah. I had this.
With what happens?
He looks like. He kind of looks similar to our Omega, but with that 11, look. Let's just say that. Yeah, it's definitely an 11. Right. The thing, the getting the copied factory to make sense in Norvrant is difficult.
Yes.
They've said that they want to explain it in like the second
Yeah.
and the third raids.
Yeah.
So I think they've purposefully left it very mysterious, and I've said this before. It reminds me of the first Evilise raid where we didn't really. It felt very unexplained as to how it existed in our world.
There is. I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but there is that opening cutscene shot where you see the little robot attacking the vending machine, and then the camera goes into it, and then it mirrors the image and goes back out, and now it's like mirrored, and now we're entering. So, and it's called the copied factory. So, I mean, is this? That could be something. Maybe.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's probably not the original.
It is not the original, I'm pretty sure. But yeah.
As long as they make it work after the whole series is over, I'll live with it and I'll be okay with it.
I mean, hey, we got a time traveling android from Drakengard. Not a near spoiler. So
I had similar feelings when they did the Evilise ones, because it was like, it just felt like fan service until it was part of the world. And this one is a bit more
Wait,
far-fetched.
is it moving from one
still.
teleport? I was pretty sure it was the same place.
It might have been just moving from one teleport.
Yeah, but it could have still been a
Oh, I thought it was the same spot.
choice.
Okay.
didn't they say all the Ivli stuff was a story, a Garlean story in the first raid?
Well, yeah, there was the crystal.
Well, I mean,
Tale of the Crystal Braves or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said
that
it was
kinda
a-
cemented it.
I mean, the Prima Vista was a Garlean theater company, so yeah, it was always connected to the Garlean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt pretty fitting for the first raid for me.
Yeah.
I could say, yeah.
Wait.
Well,
yeah.
this one-
We'll see. We'll see.
I have hope that they can connect it to the world,
Yeah.
because they did that with the Evilise raid, and it didn't
Well, to be fair,
it's
Evilise made more sense than Nier.
But the thing is, they don't have to make this make as much sense because it's on another It's on another shard at the same time.
Yeah.
As...
True. Yeah.
It could just be that they had their version of a Garlean Empire who got swallowed by the light, and this is some sort of remnant
Mm-hmm.
of that.
Well,
but the dwarves would know about that.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It could just be the kind of thing where it recursively gets swallowed up by its own continuity, and it doesn't exist at the end.
It was a
Might be a
chord
nightmare.
from Drakengard 3. It was all her doing.
Right. Okay. Well, we have to wrap it up there with the Mogmail. Thank you for sending in.
Oh.
Remember to send us more. speakersxiv.com/Mogmail. It's time for the main part. It's time for the great discussion. And today's topic, how do we feel about the repetition of themes and plot lines in Final Fantasy XIV?
Good question.
Yeah, we're 3 expansions in now, so I feel like we can discuss it now. It looks like...
I'll start.
Okay, go on, Mela. You just go
I
on.
Okay.
I'm done with the go into a new place, free of its troubles, and install democracy. It's nice, it's good, but we don't need to have it as every 0.1 patch.
Do you want us to install a king next time? Or a queen?
I think that would have actually been quite nice.
It would
for
be
the
more
Amiga
refreshing,
one,
but
that
it's
was...
still the same thing, you know?
It is, yeah. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
I just think like let them get on with it. Your
Yeah.
could have sorted itself out without us getting involved.
Yeah, but also I feel like if you
Then
didn't
people
at
have
least talk
questions.
about it, yeah, it'd be like, well, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, because I know that we would be like, are we just leaving Yolmor behind? What's happening with Yolmor?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean,
okay, but why not go back in like the point 2 or 3 and like say, oh, Yulmore sorted
Okay.
itself out. Let's go and have a chat with them now.
Yeah. Because now we're
I mean, yeah,
specifically we're specifically now talking about the 0.1 patches that seem to have a
Yeah.
repeating pattern of cleaning up a city-state and then installing democracy because we are freedom fighters.
Shut up, Rollo.
Mark Smash.
I would have liked the Near Raid more if they managed to combine it that way.
Yeah. So Heavensward is so long ago. Yeah, point one
That
was
was
when
the-
we installed the House of Lords. Is that point
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
And the
okay.
Commons as well.
And House
So
of
the House of
Commons.
Lords and the House of Commons. And that was
Also,
cool.
so the House of Commons, because the House of Lords kind of already existed.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant the
Same
House
way.
of Commons.
We have a voice to the people.
Yeah. And then
And then in Stormblood Lys, really.
Least decided
May-
that it was.
Yeah, at least
Least
decided they'll
decided
have a
that
democracy.
Yeah.
They'd have a democracy, but
Because
she
she liberated this.
She liberated it. But also,
She-
even though she wasn't there, she liberated Dormer as well.
Yeah. She did absolutely. She liberated all of us.
And she liberated Yulmore, I think.
Yeah, she did. She did actually.
was
Don't just wait. 5.2 Lease returns.
Oh, don't say that. She needs to never come back.
We've got a patch. We've got an expansion and a patch without hearing her voice. So
what
I'm
a blessing.
happy for now.
Her voice
People
is
are gonna
fine.
get so angry.
No, her voice is fine, Rollo, but her voice means that she's there.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, and then in 5.1, we're doing the exact same thing in Yulmore. I feel like this is in terms of like that specific plot point, the weakest one of the ones that we've done.
I would
It's
agree.
the
It's
weakest
the one
part
that
of
makes them least sense. As
Yeah.
well.
Gilmore part?
Yeah, the Yulmore
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, the Yulmar part is the weakest part of this patch.
Yeah.
For the
'Cause
story.
we're like-
Do you think?
We joined China's halfway through him completing the quests anyway.
Yeah.
Like, he'd have done it fine on his own.
That's I don't know. I
didn't
think
need
it was
to stop
charming
that.
enough.
Yeah.
The start of a 5.1
I-
or 0.1 is always going to be slow.
I'm not going to say I dislike it, Rollo, but I think it's the weakest part.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, though, Rollo. Why is it always got to be slow? Why can't this
Because,
be when
like-
suddenly they introduce a new element of danger and that picks up much more quickly?
You literally just had the climax. Like at the end of the
3
expansion.
months ago.
I mean, in real time, yeah, but you can't like just go right back into it.
Well, I feel like
Jeez,
the
you're
patch, the story is good in the second half. The
I
second
agree,
half
yes.
Well,
felt like the
that's the
patch
s-
story, while
I would say that's more the second half. The first half is the Amarang and the Grand Cosmos part. Then it's the Ulmo part, and then like
I don't-
the
yeah.
epilogue. The part at the end is like the epilogue.
yeah, the epilogue is the actual
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I feel
well, how do
if
you
this
feel
happens
about
in
Xenos?
6.1,
Well, that's the thing.
because
We're
it
gonna
looks
go
like
to
that's gonna
Garlemald
happen. Yeah.
And liberate it.
We're gonna
and then
liberate
we'll give-
Garlemald.
I mean,
But what is that kind of like the ultimate goal to be like? Yeah, we
Is
fixed
that the ultimate goal? To
of
liberate
like
Garlemald?
of helping them out?
I mean, to at least make them like a functional society that's not like stepping on all of the colonies that it's established.
Wouldn't it feel good to bring democracy just like America does?
The thing is,
Don't phrase it that way, Rollo.
here's the thing, though, because, okay, let's say we do go and sort out Garlemald. Then what? We go to the New World, to the tribes people and liberate them and give them democracy. When does it end?
it does.
Do
It's
we
I
stop
don't think
never
we
gonna
liberating
end.
I-
people?
if
We
there's
will
no
not.
problem-
We will not rest until there's democracy in all of Eidolon.
We've
What a
seen an
noble
example
goal.
of what happens when a society is not in flux, like with Doma. We don't.
We're going to reinstate all the lost shards so we can bring back democracy to them as well.
Yeah. It's
If the
yeah.
society has a functional governing system like Doma, we don't touch it.
Well, yeah, because Doma we don't touch because we like Heian.
But what about Kugane? We don't.
Because Heian's, as far as we can tell, is a well. We never. Kugane never needed.
Let's
it.
overthrow
That's
Heian.
that's
Let's
next.
overthrow Heian. Install democracy. Let's burn Doma to the ground.
Yeah.
Now that's the
just what
patch I
you
will
want to
enjoy.
kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you not slightly tired of the? I mean, I like the more gentle pace, like where you're starting to set the scenes. But I don't know if we need all that wrap up because I feel like Shadowbringers ended on a pretty conclusive note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. They,
Yeah.
I mean, they even used
yeah.
they even used the theme song in the final trial, which they didn't do with either Stormblood or Heavensward.
Mm.
Oh, actually, if you've been to what's it called? The city state, the city, the Yulmore recently.
Yes, but
within
what
the last few weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
If you go,
what do you want me to notice about it?
if you go down to the bottom parts, you can see that the mechs are there. The robots. the
Oh, are
atomic
they?
robots.
Oh, yeah, the Talos,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, the Talos.
Oh,
they're,
okay,
they're,
that's really
That's
they're
cool.
down
I'll
there.
go and have a look for
And
that.
that might be indicative of like that area being renovated and like
That's cool.
garbage.
So they're not doing anything. They're just standing and doing it.
But we didn't need to be there for that. It was nice to see him walking up with them, but
Yeah.
could we not have just been like, oh, I've heard China's has done something cool
Yeah.
without the,
And I
oh, my
never-
husband's gone missing part of the plot for 10 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
I
part
mean-
feels very superfluous, but
Yeah.
I think they just want us to be there for like to see major events.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because we, as it's kind of pointed out, we don't really do anything. So we're
Pretty
just there as witness.
Yeah. But then the most major part was surely all the stuff in Garlemald that we didn't see.
And trying to get the science back.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty important.
There's that too, I guess.
But then apart from the 0.1 political patches, we can't help but mention we're gonna go and fight Ardbert again. Now, come on.
Maybe. I don't
Well-
What is that all about?
No,
What
it's
is
not
that
going to
all
be
about?
Ardbert, and it's not going to be Arbert. It's going to be Albert.
yeah, it's Albert now.
I'm Albert.
Yeah. There are theories about that. There might be a
There are
Elidibus.
theories.
That Elidibus is in him now. And
Just him, though. If it's just him,
Mhm.
I might be able to live with it. But
Yeah.
if it's the whole band of them again, they've
I
got
don't need
names,
another whole band.
I can't. I don't think I can deal with that.
What about Zenos? You like him hanging out?
No,
Having a good time?
I don't like the idea that he's going to kill Zodiac because I think Zodiac is more interesting than Zenos.
Yeah.
I like the idea of him thinking he could.
But
I'd very much like to watch that fight.
I fear that he will.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about
Do you
too.
think he's going to be the god killer? I
He
mean, that
kills-
would be
yeah.
weird, but
He was really
okay.
strong.
He kills the god that's like, he kills a god, Zenos, and
He takes away
he-
the last
the
boss.
way
of
they
the
have built him up, it feels like they're gonna make him do it because he's like they've made him. That's why I don't like him. They've made him like the unkillable one, the one that's
Yeah.
OP.
Well,
I thought that was cool for an expansion.
I didn't
I
think
don't
it
know
was
if I
cool
need
for
it
an
for another-
expansion either.
I thought it was very cool for Stormblood.
It was cool for yes, the expansion.
That's what I meant. Like I liked in Stormblood, it felt like we couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
especially
felt
that
cool.
first fight in Raga's Reach when
Then he
owned
woke
it.
up
He was
again.
No damage. That's when it ended for me.
Yeah.
The
I didn't like the
farewell, my
second-
friend,
Yeah,
farewell,
yeah.
my enemy, my friend, or whatever. That was
My first
when he
friend.
ended. That was brilliant.
Yeah. They
That was
ruined
really
they
good.
ruined that just like they ruined Kai Shear's story.
They've ruined that. Like they've ruined everything.
I don't think
You're
those are that
so much
comparable.
I will
think
not
there's such a
I will
difference in
not let
scale
that go.
between
I
those
will
two
not
stories.
let that go. I will not let that go.
What do you
They
think
need
of the
to-
idea that the little Asian-looking thing with him is Asahi as well?
Yeah, don't like that either.
I'd be interested
that's
in like
another
what's
reference.
going
But
on.
also
with
very fitting for his character. Like everyone just returns to him. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
There's a small.
Louis Suarez gonna come
Yeah,
back. Why not?
Why
No,
not?
Why not?
That'll happen.
Just
No,
like everyone
they don't
back.
care about Louis Suarez. He's old. He's
He's
1.0.
still gonna be wearing that ugly fucking 1.0.
Why would they don't care about Louis Suarez. They'll have to recast him. He hasn't spoken since Realm Reborn.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
I'll cast him. I'll voice him.
Okay.
I'll for free as well.
There's a small part of me that's interested in Asahi, because I always thought that both Yotsuyu and Asahi would get primal forms after we saw Tsukiyomi. I always thought that Tsukiyomi is traditionally a male god in Japanese society. So Yotsuyu turning into a female version of it, I thought was cool, and I thought we would get a male version of Amaterasu because that's where Asahi's name comes from. The sun. So there's a part of me that thinks maybe he'll be one of the trials in the next expansion.
Excellent. I'd love to see him again.
I'd love. Why would you really?
Even though he's dead.
I just like the idea of an Amaterasu primal fight. I think
I understand why
He's
they.
probably one of my least favorite characters in the game.
and yeah, that's right. We never got to fight Asahi ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't
We
want
only
to fight him.
ever
He's dead. He got shot in the back of the head by his
He
sister.
didn't get
Yeah.
shot. He got
Whatever.
He
He's
got
dead.
he got like stabbed multiple times.
Yeah.
He's dead. There's no way he's been resurrected and is now pretending to be some lapdog for Zenos.
No, I don't even think it's necessarily that Asahi. It might
What
just be his
if-
body.
Yeah.
His love for Zenos was so pure and so strong.
Oh, I love
It
that.
just brought him back to life.
That's so anime.
Oh, I'd love that. Yeah, that would be great.
I
It
like
would-
the idea.
I
I like the
Oriange,
idea
like,
that
drips a tear 'cause
Zenos.
he can't get Moonbreeder back.
I like the idea that Zenos collects all the anime cliches.
Yeah. I don't want that.
I
There's
have-
gonna be an evil Harshaphant zombie
Yeah.
with Zenos.
I've always wanted that. I've wanted us to have to kill a Horshaphant because I think that would be one
It
of the...
could still happen on the first.
No, because because the game has always set up as Horshaphant as like the one of the characters that we care about the most. So the idea of
It's
having
kinda
us like
strange.
Asians forcing us to have to kill him, I
Yeah,
think would be
that
very
could
interesting.
That could be interesting.
You're sick.
Because
Sick.
imagine if how people would feel if it wasn't Ardbert that we saw walking up to Yulmore, it was Horshaphant.
That would be
We
yeah.
would all lose our minds.
Or
Yeah.
even more heart wrenching than Horshaphant, Gaboo.
Ah.
I'd quit the game.
a little Mordsuk just walking up to
If they made me
Yeah.
fight Gaboo, I would unsub and I'd play another game because I could never. I
Mhm.
couldn't
Yeah.
bring myself to kill him.
See, that's
He's
what
too precious for the world.
I like the idea of them giving us like a really hard like
Yeah. Instead,
choice like that.
they give us Zenos and Asahi. That's what they're giving
Yeah,
us.
yeah, the most easy to kill
The most
people.
easy to
in the
kill
game.
people that we'd feel nothing for.
Yeah.
so aggressive. Oh my god.
I hate
the
them.
only-
I hate both of them. They're the two people I hated the most, except for Yotsuyu in Stormblood.
You didn't like Yotsuyu either.
I
I never hated Yotsuyu.
No. Okay. In Yotsuyu, it was actually I hated her for the right reasons because she was evil.
Yeah.
And
So
then-
wait,
you
so
can-
you don't
I
hate her
like-
because she's a
no,
bad
no,
character.
no,
You
no.
like-
She's not
you
actually a
like to
bad
hate her.
character. I like to hate her.
she's
Okay.
she's the love to hate.
She's
kind
one of the
character.
good characters, and I just didn't like that they were trying to give her a redemption arc. But I really liked that her redemption arc didn't work. Like
Yeah.
they did that intentionally. Like it did kind
Yeah,
of.
that was
backfired.
intentional. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was super
I
clever.
thought she was gonna get the full redemption arc, and I was so angry. But then it didn't work, and it was good. So
yeah,
in the
so
end,
it paid
I
off.
liked her. Yeah.
Even if you were angry for 3 months,
Yes,
you were
Yeah.
so they
happy
did
at the
her
end.
right. So that was good.
Well, I don't know if that's the phrasing I'd use, but she got the ending she deserved.
Yeah, yeah. She is gone. Thank God.
I
Yeah.
thought Asahi was alright though. Like he was.
I thought Asahi was a really well-made character as well.
I think he was god awful.
He was annoying.
He was a piece of shit. And
Yeah, that's the point. He's
exactly.
fucking... You hate him as they like. I didn't. They didn't design him to be likable.
No.
Like for the amount of time he was around, which was like
It was two
patch and a
patches.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, it's just the perfect amount. Same thing with Zenos. I feel like, yeah, like you guys said, the expansion, he's there for the perfect amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't,
Mm.
and I still,
But
They're
the
both back.
patches fucked him up. The fact that he
If
was
they're
brought
both
back,
back,
is bad.
now, then that's not good.
What if-
That's poor.
what if in 5.1 or is it 5.2 where we open up a coffin, we just see the skeleton, but it has like really big hips. Like the widest hips ever.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
chat, yeah, the Ascian thing is more interesting. They made it way more interesting with Shadowbringers. Now I'm kind of more hyped for that than Garlemald at this point because they killed the interesting character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've always
will
preferred
say,
the
though,
Ascians.
I am a little bit tired. I'm not done with it, but I'm a little tired of like the screen cutting to black through to a transition, and the song starts like, oh,
Yeah.
Garlemald thing.
and then
Yeah.
it's just an Ascian overlooking something and being like,
Yeah.
exposition,
Yeah.
mysterious. And I'm like, all right, I get it.
Yeah. I'm
Maybe
actually, I
outside
don't know.
this message.
I'm not tired of it. Just like, you know.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like because you know it's not going to get resolved in the next patch anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's speaking of Garlemald, I'm a little sad that Varys is dead because I felt like that was
Yeah.
the one thing that was interesting about Garlemald now.
But now that's a repeating plot point.
Yeah.
Death of the Emperor.
Yeah, so we're getting that
Yeah.
line again.
His
Because he
face was
seemed
too
like he was
low-poly.
torn between what he was gonna do
Yeah,
Well,
he was
until he did
actually
the-
becoming a very
until he did
interesting
the
character.
weird-
until he
Ubermensch
just flipped.
I love
yeah.
the Ubermensch thing.
But that made
Yeah,
it even
Ubermensch,
more
yeah.
intriguing. Like, why did he suddenly flip like that? Like,
Yeah.
what's happened? We were like theorizing that he
caused it?
might have
'Cause he was
been
under stress.
possessed, or he was being blackmailed or
something
whatever.
was happened.
Yeah,
Remember, Stormblood ends with a fading of his face
Yeah.
in like half shadow.
Yeah,
And he's
that really
dead.
was creepy. Like
Yeah.
the Edda one.
there was no payoff for that.
Yeah.
No.
It made it feel like he was going to be a major antagonist.
Mhm.
Don't worry, he'll come back. He'll be possessed.
Oh
by
yeah,
it soon.
Yeah,
even
yeah,
Edda
yeah.
was when
Yeah.
everyone else.
No
was going to
Garleans
live.
seem to die either. Actually, they seem to all come back.
Xenos will resurrect everybody.
Yeah,
Ysael's coming back. Harshafon's coming back.
yeah,
Yotsuyu, the guy who did the rip and tear thing,
Yeah.
he's coming back
yeah,
again.
yeah,
What, as like a stump or with like a head. I don't know.
Cape
Yeah.
Westwind guy.
yeah.
Yeah, Cape Westwind man.
Oh yeah, Ratatan.
Julius or Julia, whatever.
Julia's not dead.
Livia.
Livia. I
Livia,
see. I
sorry.
always get them confused.
Livia. Nero will come back.
Oh, yeah, Ilbert
He's
came
not
back.
dead, but he's
Ilbert
coming
died.
back.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
of them.
think all the enemies we've ever killed, just the mobs, overworld mobs, they'll all come back.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you know what's gonna happen? There's gonna be a camera scene where like Xenon's gonna look up. He's got like the red flashing eye.
Yeah.
It's gonna pan out a little bit, and everyone's gonna look up and have the red flashing eye.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And then they'll all turn into
And then it'll
mere
fade to
robots.
black, and in the next patch, nothing. We're
And then the
installing
next patch will be
democracy and
punching mobs.
I think they are being a little unfair. They do kill off
Yeah.
characters sometimes. I mean,
They
we
do.
even
yeah, the
we
ones
spoke
that we
about Yotsu.
like.
Yeah.
We spoke about Yotsu earlier, and you wanted Yotsu to die.
Yeah, Yotsu,
She's fine to die, but
she's dead.
Mm. I think they can do death effectively in this game. It's just sometimes
sometimes.
they
But then
reset
they
it.
could do it so unsatisfyingly where it
Yeah.
looked like it was final, and then they come up with this awful reasoning to bring someone back and ruin their character.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
All right.
make it final.
Let's answer the question though.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the reoccurring theme? Each of you.
I can understand why it's happening because it's difficult to make a game that has to go on forever. But I feel like they can do it, make it feel less repetitive. I feel like the reason we're feeling it now is because this patch specifically had a very weak, like repeating plot point with Dulia and China.
I think that's why it was so small in comparison to the things that were more interesting. I think they've
Yeah.
realized.
Yeah, they might have. Yeah, but I understand it was a thing that had to happen because of what happened in the story. And again, we would have been angry if we didn't hear what was happening in Yulmore
Yeah.
after. But yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm okay with it, but I hope maybe they try to change it up next time. I
I hope it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I hope we don't have to do a 6.1 where we install democracy in Garlemald or a Garlean province. Yeah. Anyone else wanna any input? No. We need to wrap up.
The trouble that this game has a very sort of predictable cycle with its patches and content. We sort of know roughly what we're getting at each patch, and they'll throw in a few surprises here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But if that starts happening with the story as well, I mean that's the strongest part of the game. So I'd like it if they mixed up the point ones especially in some way.
Yeah,
I'm sort of okay with it ultimately because they always manage to surprise us when we don't expect it.
That is true.
We weren't expecting the Yotsu thing. We weren't really expecting my Shadowbringer. We didn't expect the whole Amarot thing. So, like...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think... Yeah. I have faith that the writers can... Like, it may seem like, oh, Zenos and Asahi are back. It's going to be exciting, but maybe it will be. I don't know yet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not creative enough.
Right.
Maybe that's why we're not.
We're not big-brained enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rollo?
I think it's all right. I mean, seeing our bear again is weird. I mean, it's only 5.1, so what can I say except that he's there or someone looks like him?
Yeah.
But yeah, with Georgi said too, I feel like once, like some things might be like, it's just this again, but the writers can surprise us from time to time. Like Zenos. He's here now, but
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe he'll just die at the start of the next expansion or something.
Ishikawa deserved that standing ovation she got.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is the end of episode 169. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to follow us on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersXIV, youtube.com/SpeakersXIV, exclamation Discord if you're watching live to join our Discord server. If you're watching on demand, links in the description. The link is also now discord.gg/SpeakersXIV. So if you're listening and you don't want to check the description,
we do have a
you
custom
can do
one.
that. Anything else I usually say at the end? I don't think so. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. It'll be minimum my level tomorrow as well. Not. Watch us tomorrow for minimum my level. Tomorrow. We will pull it in the post show. Right. See you then. Stay tuned if you're watching live for the post show. Bye.